Hello, beautiful people. It's your main man, Randy Cool from Zion Digital Driving School again on this one. So today, some of our students they were complaining about the fact that when they step into the car, they tend to forget one thing or another. So I decided to do this video to help them and help so many of you out there. When you enter in the car, what are the things to do? We are going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-step things to adjust before taking off your car. That is the DSSSM method of managing on how to set yourself very comfortable in the car in a secure manner, because the things we'll talk about it, you get to understand what I'm saying. All that. So when they say DSSS, that's SSSM method, they're talking about the door, they're talking about the seat, they're talking about the steering, they're talking about the seat belt and the mirrors. The M at the end stands for mirrors, because when you follow those steps, you then discover that even in mathematics, when they give you a formula to something, it's always easier for you to find the square root of the other thing. I hope so, baby grammar. So we'll go now, we'll work our own Zion Digital square root here. This is the DSSSM check list. I'll call it checklist. First, the door. Why the door? If you enter in the car and you don't shut your door properly, what happens? Put it in the comment section. When you enter the car, you don't shut your door very well and you're going around. So many things can go wrong. And tell me how can you know that the door is unlocked? You can put it in the comment section. Let's go. Now, I'm starting with the seat. The seat, why the seat? The seat, because as a driver, your comfort also reflects in your driving skills. If you are not well seated, if you are seated too crouched towards the steering wheel, it's very uncomfortable. If you sit too far off, it's very uncomfortable. So your sitting position also matters a lot in your driving, because it affects what? Your reaction time, the time you take to react in case of an emergency in front of you. So the seat, to adjust your seat, for those who know, there's a lever under the seat where you adjust it to go forward or backward, and also you can adjust your headrest. The headrest is the part where the lean head. My uncle, if he also that rest. No, that's not a function. The headrest is as much as a comfort something in the car, but its primary function is what? It's protecting your spine. When you look at your spine, this headrest is maybe if you are hit from behind, your head tends to tilt behind too strongly, and the function of the headrest is to stop your neck from snapping if in case you were hit behind. If you know below, put a thumbs up in the comment section. Okay, we are going to go now to the after we leave the seat, we go to the steering wheel. The steering wheel in question has in some other cars, forgive me, I didn't arrange for this. Your steering wheel in the car, in some cars there's a lever under here. It permits you to tilt the steering down, up and down, and at times out and inside. For those who have cars like that, you just send your hand under the steering wheel. You see a latch like the one you open for the petrol tank. It's under there. When you pull it up, you discover your steering starts going up, at times inside and outside, depending on. So now on they don't show that chicken way. They flop fine around the somewhere where they disturb the steering. Yes, it's possible to arrange your steering and you sit more comfortable. Good. After adjusting your steering, we now talk about what? Your seat belt. Why is the seat belt coming right down to this place? Is because if you don't adjust your seat very well and your steering well, when you adapt you buckle in your seat belt, you have difficulties in adjusting the chairs and doing all those other things. That's why you lock your door firmly, make sure it's locked. You adjust your seat, make sure your neck rest is well, your headrest is well adjusted, and you're seated comfortably with a slight bend in your hands, and both your hands and legs. Then you check you go now to your steering, you adjust your steering properly according to how you want it. Then you go now for your seatbelt, and your seatbelt is simply just taking the buckle up and buckle it down. Make sure it is sleeping very flat on your chest, because if it's wrapped, it defeats the purpose. It needs to be flat in order to be able to hold you and don't leave any significant injuries on your chest in case of a collision. So after your seatbelt, when all of that is said and done, you need to move. How do you then move? Before moving, you have to adjust your mirrors, both left and right side mirrors, and your interior rear mirror, because the one in the middle is the one you use to look behind the glass, and then you have one in the left and one in the right. Make sure you adjust them. And on how to adjust those mirrors, always make sure when you adjust your mirrors, if I put a mirror here, when you adjust, let's say this is our mirror, right? It always have a round circle. You try for the front door handle to appear around this end. Yes, either the front or the back rear door handle, depending on the length of the car. When you adjust and you see your handles at the angle of the mirror sitting from the front, then when you adjust the one in the middle, make sure you can see the entire back glass in the inner center mirror in your car, and then at that point you are good to go. Good to go. See you on another one.